Before we solve this problem, let's take a moment to remember what a median is. A median is the middle value, or the average of the two middlemost values of a set of numbers that have been arranged in order from least to greatest. In other words, before we can consider taking the median of these 10 readings, we're going to have to put the values in order from least to greatest. Now, in a certain sense, this is the hardest part of the problem. There's so many readings and so many values, it's hard to figure out what is the proper order. What I would do is I would focus on some of the smallest values first, as well as some of the largest values. For example, when I read through the list, I notice a 12.6 here, as well as a 12.6 over here. Those look to be the two smallest values. Let's put those off to the side. And conversely, when again I scan through this list, I notice a 17.7 and a 17.8. Those look to be my two largest values. Let's put those off to the side as well. And now I'm going to repeat the process. So again, when I look for small numbers, I see a 14.6 over here and a 14.6 over here. I'm going to put those off to the side. And then when I look for large numbers, I see a 16.3 here and a 16.2. I'm going to put those off to the side as well. Well, at this point, what's left? A 16.0 and a 16.2. Those are our middlemost numbers, right? That's what's left between the big numbers and the small numbers. To solve this problem, therefore, we simply need to take the average of the 16.0 and the 16.2. And look, there's a couple ways you could do this. You could add these values together and then divide by 2. But remember, another way to think about an average, it's simply the halfway point between your two values. Well, what's halfway between 16.0 and 16.2? That's 16.1. And there you go. That's the reason here that the median of these 10 readings is 16.1.